Well, the next time you're in a crowd, take a look around. 1 in every 10 babies in Utah is born too soon.
Premature infants spend weeks, even months in the hospital with medical bills reaching into the hundreds of thousands. And tonight we take you inside one of the state's busiest newborn intensive care units to show you what you've never seen before.
Yeah, Heidi actually stayed overnight at Utah Valley Medical Center to show the rest of us what happens inside at night with these youngest of patients. Heidi?
Well, Mark, this is the toughest time of day for the families, for the parents of these tiny little babies. They have to go home and get some rest themselves, leaving their tiny little babies behind. We're talking 3, 2, even 1 pound. And they're leaving their infants in the hands of strangers, hoping that when they return, everything will be okay.
Nikki, this is Chris. You take 3 section now. Hey, let Steve know they're taking the section now. Could get a little bit exciting for the next few minutes.
It's well after midnight, and the newborn intensive care unit is anything but quiet.
Are we good to go? Beautiful, thank you.
A mom carrying twins has lost one of her babies. The second is on its way more than 3 months early. Emotions are running high as the team snaps into action like a well-oiled machine.
You have to never let your emotions get in the way.
Nurse Chris, heading the overnight shift, had a preemie born at 27 weeks who did not survive.
It changes who you are, the way you see the world.
After 10 years as an accountant, she reevaluated what she was doing and realized she needed a change.
I want to be part of a team that does something so life-altering, so significant, and who is truly there at the crossroads of humanity.
Just got another batch of pregnancy hormones or something.
Whitney Zabo's baby is 2 months old, born 16 weeks early at 1 pound 12 ounces.
Every day it's hard. It's a lot harder now that he's so awake and he smiles and he's happy when we're here, so it's hard to leave.
Husband Ben tries to be the strong one. His little family has seen their struggles, a miscarriage, years of waiting, infertility treatments, letdowns, and then the good news of a viable pregnancy. 22 weeks in, and another blow. Their baby was coming early.
After all the anxiety and and panic was, of course we're here.
The Zabos are, however, hopeful and strong. In a way, this is nothing new. Whitney is a NICU nurse in this very nursery.
Realizing that Jude is everything to me, and these babies are everything to someone else.
Each touch, a gift.
Watch their baby near die, come back, and it's a roller coaster.
Dr. Stephen Minton, the director of the NICU, has been on a mission for 34 years.
We interface with babies who are coming into the world and who are leaving the world. It's an extremely intimate kind of relationship.
For many parents, there's fear with simple acts like leaving the hospital, worry that their kiss goodnight will be their kiss goodbye.
I love you. I'll see you in the morning, okay?
But for this doctor, that is not an option. He answers calls from parents 24 hours a day, and when he has no choice, he calls to wake the parents of these tiny babies in his care.
If a baby's not doing well, I call them and they come in. I don't have them sit outside and then go tell them what's going on. I have them right there. Even when I'm resuscitating baby, they're right there. It's their baby.
And yet the babies are also his own.
Their family.
Hours after the Zabos have gone home, Dr. Minton is checking on little Jude.
Hey, Jude. Hey, babe.
He's in the business of saving lives, though sometimes the babies in his care are born too soon for what modern medicine can do.
Yeah, when a baby dies, I hurt, I go home, I cry. But I know that the next baby, I'm going to make a difference to their life.
And when the days are long and the NICU is dark and only nurses and doctors are left to care for these tiny angels?
I consider that a privilege. It's not work. It's an opportunity to do something that I was created for.
The nurses who stand at tiny bedsides after parents leave have more often than not walked in those very shoes.
They need to know that as they walk away, there's going to be somebody there who loves their baby.
NICU stays can be months of stress and anxiety, and while there is fear, there's also a sense of gratitude that may be unexpected.
I almost consider it a blessing because not many parents get to watch their baby grow from 1 pound to an adult.
I run into parents who I took care of their children 30 years ago. They remember the shirt I was wearing. They remember the words that I said because it's such a critical time in their lives. Unless you've experienced this, you would never really truly understand how difficult it is for parents.
These babies are so special and probably the strongest little people you'll ever see.
It's an amazing place.
We want to give you a couple happy updates on the babies we told you about in those stories. The surviving twin that was born when we were here shooting 4 weeks ago is doing much better. The lungs getting a lot stronger and now weighs in at 3 pounds. As for baby Jude, he's a real chunker in the department of the preemies. He's at 5.5 pounds. His parents are hoping that he will get to go home very soon. So some good news there, and a big thanks to all the doctors and families that led us into this very emotional and personal part of their lives. Mark and Shauna.
I can't believe how tiny they are. I mean, it's just, it breaks your heart because they look so helpless, but they got their parents by their side and great doctors and great nurses.
Yeah, great
They
story.
do good work.
Heidi,
Yeah.
thanks so much.
Thanks, Heidi.